Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boom. Always up to your five numbers after the name. Little games beating action over here, man. Little Gunstar heroes. So I've always been curious about this game. I've always enjoyed treasure games, but I've really never played them much. I've kind of played them a little bit. I'm like, man, this game's fire, and for one reason or another, I've just never actually sat down and played through it. Well, with the Genesis stuff coming on here on the Switch Online, if you paid for like that extravagant amount of price increase for maybe not the best service yet, but hopefully things get added. Where's Banjo-Kazooie? Is it out yet? I haven't even checked yet. Either way, though, and they did add some Genesis games. Now, I'm a bit curious to see what happens after this batch over here, because I think they've kind of added what was in the Sega Genesis Mini for the most part, I believe, so I'll be curious to see what happens. But either way, I sat down and I played through Gunstar Heroes, and I beat the game. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. This all takes a caveat, right? Because there's always save stating when it comes to playing something now with the Switch Online service, you know? It's never like you just play it straight up like it was meant to be. Like, I assumed there was a game over if you die like 1,000 times. I never did that because I would just save state back to the beginning of the stage. I don't save state through the game, like through the stages. I don't get halfway through and I just save state and keep it going. I, for the most part, just save state at the beginning. So if I die or if I get a game over or something, I'll just start from that beginning. Which, once again, isn't how it was intended to be done, for sure. But I do feel it is a fair compromise when it comes to, I want to play this game, but I'm also not like looking to spend my whole life playing this game. Which maybe isn't the case for Gunstar Heroes, but it is the case for some other older games where it's like, hey, you got 3 lives, 1,000 stages, you lose, you go right back to the beginning. There was a time in my life where I would do that, and I would take on the challenge, and I would be like, hell yeah, this is what's happening right now. With the lack of sleep and the lack of time I currently have in my life due to work and life and everything that goes into it, replaying old games for like 1,000 hours just ain't for me. I played Metroid Prime fairly recently. I don't think I've posted it on the channel yet. I think it's coming up over here, but I felt like playing through Metroid Prime, and I think I'm going to do Metroid Prime 2 at some point. And I should do 3, because I've heard 3 is good. I haven't, never really given it much of a chance. I played it, I played 3 maybe for 30 minutes once. And I got to like the first part where I had to use like the Wiimote to like shoot or grapple or something like that. And it wasn't like working how I wanted it to work. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not doing motion control with this. I'm not. I would like to check to see if there's a setting to not do that. I don't vaguely remember that. If there is, that'd be interesting. I've heard a lot of people say that the Wii controllers are very good with that, and that they like, but they prefer that, and I think that's why people prefer like the Metroid Prime trilogy that's out like on Wii, because it adds like motion to everything. I'm team no motion, slow motion with it, no motion at all actually. So for me, it was like, oh no, I can't do this. Having said that though, I'd be curious to go back and play now and see how I feel about it now. But that'll happen. I played through Metroid Prime 1, and the point was that sometimes you die, and it'll send you all the way back. And I was like, oh, this hurts so bad. I got stuck in a room with like poison that I couldn't figure out how to get out of. I got sent back to like the prior boss to that or something like that. So, you know, save state wherever you want. And ultimately, whatever you want to enjoy the experience is what you got to do. Is it how the developers meant it to be? No, but times have changed. Enjoy the game however the hell you want to enjoy the game. And Gunstar is a very good game to enjoy.